Welcome back to another episode of Poddy Animals. I am your host, Theo. Across from me, as always, is Scoot. To my left is Denise, and across from Denise is my brother-in-law, Rick. Welcome to the show, Rick. How you doing, buddy?
We got a special guest.
Special guest in the house today. Eli's out for John 3:16.
Yes.
Or Austin 3:16. Yeah.
Is that where he turns into a woman?
Are we sure he's not a Jehovah Witness or what's that? Drinking the Kool-Aid guy?
Jim Jones?
Jim Jones.
All I know is it's a movement. You don't want to explain it, it's a movement.
Didn't he say something to you last night?
There's a lot of things that are movements nowadays, so we got to watch out.
Metamucil.
He might
It's coming
make the
at
news, he might not.
He might make it here. We just don't know
If
yet.
he makes the news, it'll look like this. So you won't recognize him anyway.
Did you guys block his face? No, it's just
No,
his
that's his
phone. in the
phone.
way.
He was
It's
on
just-
his phone.
Just his face.
You know, there's a docu-series thing on Netflix about cults and, you know, churches and stuff like that. I forget what it's called, but
No,
it might be
I
on
think
there.
it's called the movement.
the John 3:16 movement.
Oh,
Every
my
time he
goodness.
says that, I just want to jump off the couch on
Like
someone. I
what
just want
what
to
is the
smash two
movement?
Pabst Blue Ribbons together.
Yeah.
Oh my
Get
god.
your candy ass. I don't know what I should do.
That's funny.
That's why I don't get it. So
Yeah.
he hasn't explained it to me.
Why
so-
won't he explain it? Is it like secret,
I think it's a
or
long
you got to be in
story.
the church? You got to be a member?
That's when you say, "Can I get the abridged version?"
I didn't phrase it that way.
So St. Patty's Day today.
Whoop,
We
whoop.
made it another year. St. Patty's Day.
I've been to 3 places today, and people in front of me in the line, they're like, "Oh, when is St. Patty's Day?" And I do not know how you stumble through the light of day and not know. Nobody knows.
Okay,
they-
honestly though,
I didn't
honestly,
know.
I didn't know it was today.
Why would I know?
Did they-
It's Sunday.
Did they
It's a
pre-St.
Sunday.
Patty's Day party or something like on the 16th and just fucking
They're
forget?
thinking it was yesterday. Like it must be on a Saturday. It's St. Patty's
Feels
Day.
like it
Well,
should be.
It's,
Did
yeah.
people celebrate it yesterday though? Because today it's Sunday. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they've been celebrating all weekend.
You're not Irish, are you?
Yeah. Yes, I'm Welsh, Irish, and Bailey's. Yeah. All of that.
Yeah.
No, good times
Yeah,
today.
they
Went
were-
to Rick's house, had some corned beef.
It was
Denise
delicious, yeah.
says it's a white person's food. I don't know
I
what that
d-
means.
Corned
but-
beef?
I did not.
Well, actually, her daughter said,
So,
"Ooh,
yeah.
white people's food."
Is it?
I thought somebody said it's the other white meat. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Meaning that, I'm like, I don't see any whiteness.
Corned beef
on.
is good if it's made right, which my sister
Okay.
made
It
it
was
fantastic.
delicious.
I will say, yeah, I did taste Kathy's, and it's
Tastes Kathy's what?
passable because I don't like it, but hers I ate it and it wasn't gross like how
Slimans.
yeah.
Sometimes I get a taste from that. I don't like drive over there. All right, 71 North. I get off at Eastport
I don't-
to
yeah.
find it out. Oh, I'll fight the line.
They have
Yeah.
lines like around.
There's a
Crazy.
place on State Road the wife goes. I cannot remember the name of
Sal's?
it. Is that what it is?
Towels.
No.
T-A-L-S.
That's not there no
That's
more.
on Ridge.
not.
But there's a
Rich.
place on State Road she always goes. They got
You know that's
really
not
good
there
corned beef.
anymore.
Yeah, Rick
Which
just
one?
said that.
Towels. It's not there.
gone?
Yep.
Oh,
All these years they sold it. It's
Now
not
it's
there now.
washcloths and just
Yeah.
all the towels are gone. They're all gone.
Towel.
Towels and rags,
T-A-L.
yeah.
Oh.
Towel.
Never mind.
Goofball.
Wrong place.
Birthdays tomorrow. I'll be 51 tomorrow. If you guys want to wish me an
Oh,
early
man.
birthday, that's
Right.
fine.
Oh man.
Look at him. Look at
I'll
him right
wait.
now. He looks old as
Guess what
fuck.
I'm getting for my birthday?
Not another haircut.
A new job.
Down.
What, you digging on my new
Wait.
hairstyle?
A new job or a job?
I start my new job tomorrow as well.
new job, new you.
First time I had to take a drug test ever. I've never had to take a drug test at any place I.
Sorry to tell you.
Of course,
Man,
when
you
I
really-
worked for. When,
You really worked at some place that didn't give a fuck.
I know.
huh?
When I worked with my sister and brother-in-law, of course, I had to take a drug test. New plate, you know.
That's funny.
How do drug tests work? Is it?
You just
Are there
keep-
grades, or is it just yes or no? It's like he
Multiple
almost
choice.
passed.
Well,
the
it's
majority.
kind of a catch because they're like, here, do this coke, and if you do it right, you actually fail. So they're like, yeah, he knows what to do.
Well, my
Here,
thing
you're
is
out.
like, I still had that phobia. Like when I'm at a Browns game or something, and they got the big trowel, like at
Yeah.
CPPA on, you
Yeah.
got to take a leak.
Yeah.
I gotta let it build up to where it's dripping.
Wait, they got the
because
big what?
The big
It's just a trough.
Trough, is
Just
it? What did
men
I say?
pissing.
Trough?
Yeah, trough.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
what you meant.
yeah, it's like you're pissing in a giant tub.
It looks like a sink,
narrow.
but don't confuse it for a
So
sink.
it's like on
Shame
TV
on you
where
once.
everybody
Yeah.
can see you naked in there.
Not,
No, who the
Yeah,
fuck
what are you
gets
doing?
naked?
I
He
mean,
pulls his pants all the way down to use the toilet.
babe,
Just
seriously.
at home. Just at
Did you
home.
guys notice when I went to the bathroom at the hall that the door was closed? That's why.
It's butt ass naked just to pee.
Oh my
There's a
god.
trough there
Socks
too.
off.
There's a trough there too.
Yeah, that's why I get
I
nervous.
forgot about
I
that.
stay in the party room till it starts dribbling because I got
You get
issues.
stage fright.
No, stage fright, exactly
Oh my
what I was
God.
looking for. Like I'll wait at the
Oh my
Browns game,
God.
even if a no man, you can go. I'm waiting for a stall. I want to go to a stall so
I'm
I
good,
can
I'm
go.
good,
I,
I'm good, I'm
dude,
good.
I don't know
I'm
what
not
it
good.
is. What causes that?
You're letting people go. Like you're in the bathroom in line, and you're like, "No, you go.
Yeah.
No, you go." That looks weird.
Wow.
I know.
Thank
That
you.
looks weird. That's gotta
Yes.
look weird to other guys.
Yes.
I don't know what it
Like
is.
Rick,
I-
could you imagine being like the fourth guy behind Theo? Right. He lets the first guy go, and you're like, "Oh, okay, he's just whatever." All of a sudden, he's just letting everybody. I'm like, "This dude's a wiener
Yeah, yeah.
watcher."
no, it would be weird.
fucking wiener watcher.
No,
dude.
no, because I don't go to that. I go into.
You stand right in the
I don't want
doorway?
to watch the wieners, so that makes me look good, right?
No, you want to
Like
be
it-
doing no wiener in there. You want to be just the wiener.
I
with
get.
no other wieners around.
I get if no one's there, and
I'm
then I let
just-
3 go, and then I
the
go.
thought of this.
What I worry about though in those is the freaking splash. They can put all them little mints in there they want to.
Yeah.
But they eventually
Mints?
dissolve. Yeah, they put these like toilet like little
Mints,
footballs
yeah.
or
Yeah.
discs.
Little
to like to make
footballs.
Don't
once you
eat the
piss on
mints.
them.
I'm
they
done.
vaporize.
I'm
and
done.
they smell the sweet smell of piss. Nothing like it. You'll love it. With a hint of like
What?
scope in the air. It's
Could
like
you
weird.
imagine if women had to do that? Like,
What goes on in your place?
we have stalls.
Well,
Well, I
there's
can imagine
stalls
you
too.
sitting in a
I mean,
trough like
you think
that.
they shit in that? If
No, it just, I mean, I don't know.
people shit when they go to games too, they don't just
What
shit
if-
in the
Just
fucking.
very-
What if you're
weird.
What if you're in there, right?
Yeah.
And Theo's like, "Okay, you go, and when you step up, he's like, "You wait." Would that make you really nervous?
Wait, what now?
Like he's just letting everybody go, right?
But you-
And
then all of
you-
a sudden a stall opens up, so he's like, "Okay, I'm ready now." And then you walk up, he let 5 guys in front of you go, but he's like, "No, you sir, you."
No, you
I'd
gotta
be like,
wait.
"Oh
I'm going
shit, I'm about
next."
to be molested as fuck
Yeah.
or something."
No, but that's how
Like,
I
I'd
woke
feel
up.
weird.
I woke up from my drug test, and
Wait,
Did it knock
what?
you out?
wait.
They put a catheter in there.
no, I woke up.
Fuck happened?
So I was getting ready. I'm
What?
having coffee. I'm drinking water because I really
yes.
didn't. I had to go, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hold it just because. I have never been there, so I don't know if they're going to be in there watching.
Wait, he thought it
Sometimes
was.
they do.
He also thought it was like a
hold it.
pregnancy test thing. Because I
Oh.
said, "Did you save your morning pee? Why didn't you pee first and
Oh
then
my
go?"
God! Look, guys, I have a sample here of my urine. I brought.
Oh,
They
man.
let me bring it home. I just brought it home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
is it
what
so
color it is.
gel-like?
I don't know. I just let it.
What the fuck?
This is from Monday, Scoot. It just
like
doesn't
fucking Jell-O. You can't
doesn't
just-
stay regular.
Did you
That's
say
why
you
you're not
had a
passing
lot of
that.
coffee and a lot of this and that because that looks like
It's for a treat.
That looks like
you
a-
can.
you're in for a treat.
that's
the
a
cup
caffeine
they give
jello
you.
shot. That's like a
Oh
caffeine.
my God!
a sweet smell of piss.
Well, I'm
Crack that
standing.
open.
I'm standing there. You know, I really got to go. This is me just the whole time going. That's why my urine cup is filled up.
I like when because sometimes they will. They have to watch to make sure. I
In the
just tell them
military,
I
they
can't.
watched?
I
Did
can't.
Did they watch you?
In the military,
No, that's what
they
I was
watched the show.
prepared
No,
for.
do you
Someone
know
to
why
come
they
in
didn't
and
watch you?
Because
There's cameras in there.
Oh, once
They
he-
were
They ain't
watching
allowed
you.
to film you. They
No,
could
no.
go in there and
Once
jerk
that
off.
guy
They can't.
saw him drop his pants to his ankles, he's like, "This dude's
like-
done
Yeah.
this before.
Yeah,
he's not
definitely-
trying to hide nothing.
He's a pro. He's got
Right.
nothing to hide.
It's all there.
Like frisk me before we go in.
I tell when they have to watch, I tell them, you know, I do. I get stage fright too. You're gonna have to milk this. Like you're gonna have
Yeah.
to milk me.
No, she says you have to. No, you have
Just
to
rub
go.
my back.
Yeah.
Just rub my back.
Yeah, it's all,
Tell me it's gonna be
work me
okay.
through this. Work me through this.
Tell me it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
God.
I when we worked at Davy, the general foreman would have to admit, like, so you get your number called when you have a CDL. So they just call your,
Okay.
Yep. And you have to take a random piss test on the spot. So the boss got to watch you do it.
Like he's watching your dick.
Got to watch. Got to watch him pee.
Why can't he
They
just
can
watch to
watch
see if you
you.
pull
You don't
something
have
out? You
to
know,
be
besides your wiener.
staring.
Yeah. Besides your.
How's he going to know, though?
Yeah.
If you got your back to
honor
him, you pull
system,
up.
Jesus.
He'll put his finger in it to make sure it's the right temperature too. Like they'll just like do that instead
Yeah,
of looking
they
at
say
it.
4 minutes.
Instead of reading that thing on the side that
he'll
says
just
what temperature
he'll
it
tap
is.
his finger and then he'll say it's good.
Yeah, she said
So
you have
would-
to, once you
have
go in
officially
there.
been
And then he
fired
snaps it
as
a few
the-
times.
Oh,
like that.
damn.
You're
He
just fired. You're
It's like
fired
the
as
skull
the piss
thing,
test
like
guy.
they do with that dip. They skull it. You know, like the.
You remember how they used to do that? Like flick the fucking
That's
canister?
yeah.
Them are Peter Peepers. Them are ex Peter Peepers.
I'm done.
You gotta have a
That's your
summer
job
job.
title.
You gotta have a summer job, man.
Blind.
What are the
I remember the
requirements?
song.
That's why they call it the pee-pee test. It's the penis peeper.
What kind of
flick-
pay would you require to be a penis peeper?
Ew.
Probably a shitty one to
Yeah.
match your pissy job. No,
Yeah,
I
she,
don't know.
I mean, how many wins?
you have to take
watch
everything out of your pocket. She's got a little safe, basically. You got to lock everything in the
Oh,
safe.
my God.
And then you have 4 minutes from the time you're in there to go.
That's a
Do
long
not
time,
flush the
though.
fucking toilet. I'm used to flushing the toilet after
Yeah,
I'm done.
That's right.
I'm not
You know
gonna
how
say.
hard it was to do it? Yay.
I'm not gonna say whose brother it was, but it was the brother of somebody in this room. When when they
Mine?
were attempting to get a job, went into the bathroom,
Stop.
and I am not sure what the fuck they were doing in there. But there was like the boss went in and he said there was water on the ceiling. Like
Ew.
there was water every fucking where. He's like, I
Was
can't
it
take
water?
this test. I cannot accept this test from you. Yeah.
Was it
They were-
water?
yeah, they were in there playing it. I think they were trying to do the old add water to your urine thing.
Yeah.
And just got water every fucking where. Just came out, pants were soaked. He's like, I can't take this from you.
Oh my God.
Why are you looking at me, Rick? It wasn't me.
I'm just picturing this scenario. How did we get?
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys know who it was.
yeah.
I'm gonna say
I
you
don't.
know who
My
it was.
brother.
No, I don't even know
No,
your
you
brother.
don't know
but-
your-
I don't think it was.
You
mine.
said someone in this room.
Someone in this room's brother. He don't know your brother leaked on the fucking wall.
Okay,
How
well
would
he didn't
know?
specify who. So
There's a lot of shit in the dark web. He found out something
That's
about
what I'm saying,
your brother.
right?
Some research, some brother. I just typed in
Oh my God.
whosbrother.com.
So
how was your weekend?
Still here.
Yeah.
Still in it.
Stay tuned. Stay
I was
tuned.
gonna say just for today though.
Stay tuned after today. So with our birthdays, everyone knows you got to get what every year at the BMV. You got to go in.
Oh, last minute Harry over here.
Does anyone else procrastinate when their check
No.
engine light comes on? Like, do you
No.
do it like a year in advance, or do you do it like the week of? Maybe
What,
you got
get it
supposed to
fixed,
get
How
or-
about when
Yeah.
your engine light's on, you
Oh,
fix
man,
it
I'll
right
let
away?
that- Yeah, no, I'll let that bitch ride.
She tells me, she's like, well, we used to do it like the day before, do the code thing at AutoZone. They'd shut it off, go get the test. No, that doesn't work like that nowadays. You got to run. You have
my God.
steps you have to run through to
200
get your
miles or
car.
something.
He
They'll
was
tell you.
so cranky.
No, Rick,
Whoa,
it's
can you
not
go-
that. It's not that
No, if you
anymore.
reset that light, they know. They're like, hey, you got to run through a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you a 30-day tag, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, the cycle. I'm thinking, all right, I get online, look, drive 100 miles,
Yeah.
boom, 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 do this. No. Can
It's
I
a
give you a couple
list.
steps that Chevy has for my Silverado
Okay.
when your check engine light goes off?
All right.
Let me just tell you, me and Denise drove around. It cost me more in gas
A
than
full
for a
tank
new
of
sticker.
gas in 2 days.
I'm not even lying. Here, you want to get your catalyst monitor reset? You don't even know what it is, for one, what you have to reset. Idle vehicle for 5 minutes. Drive 5 minutes at a steady speed of 55. Drive 2 minutes at a steady 40. Then drive another 2 minutes at a steady 55. She's like, you can't do that on the street. Let's go to Strongsville. Where are you doing that at?
Who's timing this?
Yeah.
Sorry,
she's
cut
with me.
it down. Slow down.
Yeah.
Are we
I'm,
panicking?
She's with
I've
me.
got
She's
the
with me.
phone reading it.
Trying
and
to get the steps. Here's another
Yeah.
one. Idle 5 minutes. Accelerate, drive for a minute at 50. Slow down, down to 20 miles per hour without hitting the brakes. So just let off the gas, get down to 20, and then repeat steps 2 and 3 5 fucking times.
So this is definitely
Fine.
not a Chevy commercial. They won't be
Hold on,
advertising on
Yeah.
this.
But ask him.
Yes.
Could you tell me I'm on the highway doing 50 now? I got to not hit the brake, but just slow down to 20, then juice it back up to 50. I hate these
you're driving
motherfuckers.
We
like
had a
old
semi
people. Like that's what's happening.
coming up hot behind us.
Coming up
too.
hot, and now I got to wait till I get to 20 to do this again because I'm fucking pissed off that I need a fucking sticker.
Yeah.
So you go from 20 back up to 55?
Yeah.
Yes, and then back down to 20
But
without
wait.
hitting the brakes. You cannot
All
touch
this
the
trouble we
fucking
went
brake.
through this weekend. Ask him, did he put a sticker on his truck yet?
Oh.
How many
No.
guesses do I
tomorrow.
No.
I did put it on yesterday, by the way. But we do all that.
Then the engine blows.
No, one fine.
Jesus.
Can we get to the e-check place? I do the self one. You just plug it in. You don't got to sit there spinning your wheels, which is what I should have done because they probably could have did all that there.
They don't even do that either.
No.
They don't do that
No,
anymore.
they do the same thing as
newer
that
cars.
kiosk outside.
Yes.
They do the same
That's
exact
it.
thing.
So
That
I
is
get there.
it.
There's a lady in front of me. She's got her gas cap over, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Because I've already been there. I'm like, "There's no reason to do the gas cap thing." So she's like, "If you're in a hurry, you're gonna be here a minute." I'm like, "I'm just gonna go help this lady, get her all done."
Yeah.
I'm thinking, karma.
Yeah.
Gold
Karma,
star.
good. I get out, help her. I hook up my truck. Boom! The motherfucker passed. I couldn't believe it. I don't know
I
if I
was
got
so
her
happy.
sheet. I didn't care. I just seen pass. Got
I
my
was happy
truck.
because he was so
We got the fuck
evil
out of there.
Dude, isn't
this
it
weekend.
so-
Yeah, I was miserable. I'm not gonna lie.
That at this point has got to be the biggest scam
It is.
going in Ohio.
No, it-
Why is this still even
Hold
a
on,
thing?
don't even
Remember it
say
was
Ohio because there's only I think 2 counties, our county and Summit or something like
It's
that.
not really a scam though anymore because they used to charge. I thought it was like $20, wasn't it?
No, right. Now they charge
don't
if you fail.
No.
Yeah. Well, if you
No.
I thought if you failed, you had
I
to
failed
pay.
once because of
No.
a gas cap, and they give you this paper so that you take it in.
To have it looked at.
So that you don't get a ticket from the police if they pulled you over because you miss, the e-check.
Here's the thing, though. It's just a money grab scam, though.
I
So
mean-
they're grabbing money from the state.
Yes.
Is
It
why
makes
this
me
is
mad.
even in place.
Why is it even in place for newer vehicles?
Because if you have an e-check plan in place, you get money from the state
That's
for
it.
your high. But
That's it.
so at this point, they're like, listen, we have so many people failing, not passing, blah blah blah. We want to keep the program in place. Fuck it, we'll just do it for free.
Yeah.
And since they still have it, almost like what Cleveland did with the recyclable stuff.
Okay.
They're like, hey, we have a recyclable program in place. We want government money to help us out with that. But in reality, they were just sending all the recyclables
To the
straight to
trash.
the fucking
90%.
landfill.
So they charge per can though, right? Like, do they charge you?
Wait, is that why you
It's
guys
on your-
don't have
it's on your taxes.
recycling
Yeah,
anymore?
it's just
Property
like- no.
tax.
So now Cleveland is back to having recycling again.
What's weird about that is, and I've got a little thing about this because I read the fine print because I wasn't going to put that sticker on my can.
Yeah,
And they're like, well, if you
Sticker?
don't, you got a white sticker. So it's another company that comes. They've got a contract with the city to take your trash cans.
I've
and-
never seen that company.
Oh, they're going down my street with if you got the white sticker on your recyclable, they'll take it. The deal was if you didn't do the recyclables within 1 month, you are to take your own recyclables to the city dump every week and dump them.
Why
And
not just put it in the trash?
Well, what the city of Cleveland's doing is if you don't have the sticker, they take them both when they're there. So actually, people are not getting penalized; they're getting rewarded. They're getting all their trash taken at the same time in the morning, rather
trying
than
to
waiting
understand, what is
for the,
the
evening
ticket?
for the recyclables.
What's the ticket say? Like,
It's
what
a
is the
sticker that
sticker?
It's a
says
sticker that says
it's a
my
company.
trash
It's
can
like
is recyclable.
Cleveland
Yeah,
Community.
it's got.
So here's
You're
the
like,
thing.
yeah,
Like
we
you're a
don't have
member.
that. We just throw our stuff out there
Well-
on the curb.
So here's another problem. I didn't get the sticker. I don't know if you got the sticker.
Yeah, we all got them.
I don't have the sticker on mine. So they take my trash and they must take it straight to the landfill.
Yep.
But they still come with 2 separate trucks. So one truck comes down, takes all the black cans. Then another truck comes by later, like, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours later, and collects all the blue cans.
Even without the stickers,
Even-
so they're
all the ones without the stickers.
On my street, the city of Cleveland, that gray truck takes them both, dumps them both.
So
But you
you're
know,
not really recycling.
They're not.
No.
But they're not incentivizing anybody to go to the dump because that was the thing. If you don't do it within a month,
Well,
bring them your.
here-
Who's
here
going
was-
to put that shit in their car? No one.
here's the
Nobody.
problem, though. We didn't have a recycling place. So the contract that we had with the place that they take the recycling, they dropped us. They didn't. That's why
Hold
they.
on.
That's
So
why they
you
started
guys
taking.
this whole time never had recycling?
No, they were just taking it to the landfill because the place they had for recycling,
90% is
It was on the news, I thought.
They-
too.
They weren't geared up for
Holy
it. You're right. I
cow.
heard that.
they had a contract with the
We've
recycling
always
joint,
had recycling.
and the recycling
Wow.
joint backed out, or Cleveland didn't want to pay, whatever.
Right.
So they were just taking the shit to landfill. Now, what's funny? They were still. If they looked inside your can and it wasn't recyclables, they were still giving you a $100 fine.
Yeah.
They were still fining people. Now I'm wondering, did they ever return those people's money? Like anybody who
Probably
got a fine
not.
for putting regular stuff in your recyclables, did they return your money once you found out that they
That
were
they
just
weren't-
taking it
yeah.
to the
That is a
landfill
great
anyway?
question.
Wow.
But Parma was hot. They had the trash police. They were hot. They walked down the street. They were hot on
What?
it. They drive a car. They check a few cans,
Parma
That's your
Heights.
first offense. That's 100.
Yep.
It goes higher.
Up to like $500 or something.
Parma Heights was actually taking her trash cans to the curb. I'm like, what the fuck are these guys
But
doing?
I don't know though if Parma was actually recycling though.
That's crazy.
Because
Bad trash police.
if they were taking their stuff to an actual recycling plant, then you throwing random shit in there fucks up the whole system.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I get it.
Well, when I lived in Parma Heights, to go on to what you're saying, like, I put one time, because I didn't know, what was it? It was sticks. I had some extra sticks, and I put
Opposed
it
to
in.
the sticks you needed.
No, like not tree sticks, like wood
cutoffs?
sticks.
Pogo
Yeah,
Pogo sticks.
whatever.
Jump
And
around.
they will put a note that says recycle stuff only, and then they won't take your stuff.
Wow.
So I got $100 fine because at one
You didn't
point
put the sticker on your
No.
can like Rick did?
I put out a bulk item. I don't remember what it was, like a little bench or something. I threw it out with my trash. And a guy in a pickup comes by. This was before trash day. And he's like, oh, and he starts putting and I walk out, he's putting a sticker on my thing. And I said, what's going on? He said, you're getting a fine for putting out bulk items on non-bulk day. And I said, well, I'll just take it back in the house then. Like, I didn't realize it wasn't bulk day. I didn't think about it, blah, blah, blah. This is when they first started that shit. And he's like, well, it's kind of too late. I already saw it. I already put the ticket. I already wrote ticket, blah, blah. I'm like, but you didn't take it. You actually done nothing. You didn't.
Right.
So what if this wasn't garbage?
What if you were sitting it out for
Right.
somebody?
What if I was just sitting, like, he's like, well, you take that up, with your city, whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, tomorrow's garbage day. So you actually fined me $100. And he's like, well, at this point, you could just leave it here then.
So then just
So
tear
for
up
my
the
$100,
ticket.
you will take it. He's like, yeah, we'll take it. So just leave it out. Right.
He makes
But
no
he made me
sense.
pay the $100 ticket.
Wow.
But I'm like, you didn't even, it's not like you came and took it and
Yeah,
it was
I
like,
hear what you're
yeah,
saying.
since we took that, some bitch, you get a ticket.
Right.
No, you gave me a ticket a day early.
That's what I was going to say. Yep. So technically,
Did they take it or did they see
On
the
garbage
sticker
day.
on it? And
No,
like,
I left it. The sticker is basically a ticket for you. You go out there, you'll see it on there, and it's a ticket. It tells you where to pay it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so if I wouldn't
$100
have
for
seen,
that?
if I wouldn't have seen it, then I don't know what would have happened.
That's
I
what I'm
just had
thinking. So where do you
$100.
go to pay that? How do you plea?
Dirty.
Sort of guilty? I don't
Here's
know.
the other
How'd you
thing.
play, Scoot?
It's his word
I just
against
paid it 'cause
yours.
I didn't know what the fuck to do.
It's his word against yours. You could have been like, I set that out because I got somebody coming to pick it up.
I know, but I don't know.
Yeah, the sticker was already on
That's
it.
how the
scared.
conversation went. It was like,
Right. I mean, at the time, like afterwards, you think of all that stuff. But at the time, I'm arguing with the guy. I'm like, but
no, I hear you.
you haven't taken it. It's not like you've taken it. So why can't I just take it back or
in,
whatever?
yeah.
And he's like, well, I already wrote the ticket and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
And I'm
unwrite
like,
that motherfucker.
I'm like, this is
shit.
kind of dumb. And that's his job. He
Wow.
just drives around looking in people's
White
garbage.
pickup. I know. Yep. I know who the guy is.
You know him?
Dad never get a ticket.
I swear to God, if I would have known, I would have threw up Rick's name. I would have been like, hey, I'm with Rick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you knew the fucking guy.
It's Rick's bench.
Fletch says
That's
it's okay.
Fletcher's bench, dude. He's
They
coming to
come-
get it.
I give those guys Christmas money, man. They want to split it. The guy's like 50. I'll tell the guys. I'm like, no, I'll get the other two guys each. I'm like, yeah. And actually, there's other friends of ours that are in that industry. He's getting hundreds of dollars for Christmas. So I feel guilty. But what it is, the one time this last Christmas, I give him the 50. He's like, oh, man, they're going to be pissed. I said, why? He goes, I'm just a fill-in. I'm a sub today. I was like, well, you lucked out.
Damn.
No, I would tip my
Scoot,
guys.
yeah, if you would do that, you wouldn't have got a
That's
fine.
just Christmas.
No, I would tip them, but they're terrible.
Are they?
Yeah, dude, they're.
You guys got to have the same guy,
I don't know, man.
right? A street
No,
away
that-
from each other?
that's-
What do you think? They
it's
bring another
possible they
truck for
don't.
Scoot Street?
I got video of them throwing people's cans,
Jesus.
dropping garbage in the street. At one point, a lady come out with a broom and a dustpan and was cleaning up glass in the street, and the
Well, it's
garbage
good to
men
see that they hire
sat
women.
there and waited. They waited while
Oh,
she
wow.
cleaned it up and was like, "Go ahead, then." They threw something in the back
Jesus.
of the truck. It fell back out and broke. And the lady was coming out of her driveway or whatever, one of my neighbors, and she's like, "There's glass all over right there." And they're like, "It is what it is," or whatever.
Wow.
And she went on her porch, grabbed her little dustpan and stuff. They were picking up the neighbors' cans.
Damn.
She swept it up. The guys literally turned and stood there while she swept this up, walked over, dumped her little dustpan in the back of the thing, and they just watched her. And I'm like, yep,
Wow.
I sent that to the city.
And I got an issue with that too, Scott. Thank you for drumming that up.
Uh-oh.
Right after trash days, there's so much, and I know it's juice and shit, but through the grate of that garbage truck, all crushed glass is left in the street as they're going down the streat. I was like, you try that shit in Westlake.
Yeah.
Strongsville.
Never
they don't
gonna
leave
happen.
this shit. Shit's
No.
blowing everywhere.
Yeah.
It just don't happen.
Yep.
So it's like the people that are paying just as much
Yeah.
for the same service
Yep.
are getting, and these guys are doing volume. I get it, but there's 2 trash guys in Strongsville in the back of the truck. There's 2 guys in Parma in the
You know
back
what the
of the truck.
problem is, Rick? Cleveland it's their own company though, right?
Yeah, who are you going to bitch?
Westlake, they're getting
they're
either
paying.
subbing it out. Hey, if you're not
Yeah.
going to do a job, we're going to get
Rumpke
another
or
company in
Wasteman.
there.
You're right.
Right,
You're right.
right.
There's so
I didn't
much.
think about that. There's
And they're
workers.
good because
There's a lot of garbage left over on our street. when they
It's
come down.
horrible.
It's all over the street.
Like, did
don't
they
pick
come?
It up.
these guys,
don't.
if trash is out, they stop, they get out, they pick it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
That's
had
a private company for sure.
the first time I got cameras on my house. The first time they paid off is when I had to call the garbage company. They busted the whole bottom of the can, so the wheel was just.
Yep.
So
They'll try to blame you.
So, yeah, so I'm like, I'm like, I need a new can. They're like, okay, it's like $75 or something for a new can.
Jeez.
And I'm like, no, you guys broke it. And they're like, no, our guys, blah, blah, blah. They didn't break it. I said, I got cameras on my house. I'll send you the video right now. This guy chucked that can. So he started to walk over to his neighbor or put it in my neighbor. I was like, oh shit, this is their can. And just chucked it across the street. You could watch
Damn.
it break and everything.
Well, that's how mine broke, apparently, because I knew I didn't overfill it.
Right.
6 weeks later, new can, man. Fresh to death. I didn't pay anything.
See,
I
it was
had
good.
to
You
call
gotta,
and get
you
all
gotta
over.
Gotta
know
drop
people,
Rick's
Scoot.
name.
I had to call and get on him twice for breaking my can.
You know what it is?
So finally, they left
No
the
tip.
broken can and they gave me
Wait.
a new can. So now I got
and
extra.
you're like neighbors.
Straight over.
He's on
You
a,
gotta drop his name.
But I had all
gotta-
that road construction on my street for 14 months. They dug up the sewers on my street. It was a minefield. When trash guys, man, he must have been a sub. He's like, man, I got a good idea. Because he couldn't back the trash truck down.
Oh,
there.
no.
He brought all the trash cans from the end of my street, which is probably 2 blocks, to the front corner of 42nd, which is about 2 city blocks. Then it was time to put them all back. And he didn't match up the numbers with the house. My neighbors polished the inside and outside of their trash cans. Not mine. Mine are just what they are.
Yeah.
Trash.
well, they are now. They're polished now, right?
No.
Yeah,
no.
you got the neighbors.
got the
yeah.
neighbors.
They should be. They wanted all their numbers, serial numbers, back to the exact house. There they were, 11 o'clock at night. Guy with a flashlight, 2 guys playing, like that.
That's why they should-
So what time
They
did you and your
should've-
grandson finish up putting the cans back?
I didn't do anything.
They should
I got
have
what I
just.
got. That was it. But my other
It's
neighbor.
like a lottery.
They should have just put like
Spotless.
house numbers on them. Make
They
them
don't.
easier, you know.
They're just like a big 8-digit number.
Yeah.
They give it to you, and it's right on my taxes.
You know what's weird is I noticed, our,
Tax ID.
our recycle and our trash can are the same color, except for one's like a lighter shade of blue.
One smaller.
Yeah. If you go down a ways,
They're different.
they
shit.
got brown. They're brown.
Not
They got
making
brown
about
cans.
color, babe.
You know, something. She's brought up another point, and I had a real big problem with this, man. And maybe somebody in the city
brown.
said something about it. But those recyclable cans, I know, man. As we get older, we're bitching about fucking trash cans right fucking now. We'd be bitching about something else in our 20s, but I don't know why it chaffs us a certain way. But this got me really scared, and they give senior citizens or people that live by themselves
the baby
a little
cans.
one.
Yeah.
That right there is a dead set giveaway for anybody that wants to abuse some
Yes.
seniors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
a sticker on their front door.
yeah.
It is. It
Yep,
sucks.
come and get it.
And they still do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give them the big can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because they're going to
Don't make it obvious that's the house we're going to rob.
But also
You know?
keep
Yeah,
in mind,
it's true.
maybe the smaller cans are easier for them to roll out to the front.
And it sucks that you have
you
to
know.
think like that because someone else. I'm telling you, at least
Oh,
No,
no,
that's
no
just
doubt.
the truth.
it
Yeah,
is.
I guarantee
it's just,
it.
It's like a sign. It's
Criminals
like
are some of the smartest people you will come across.
Oh, you know-
they just use it for the wrong reason.
That's true.
Detectives and police sometimes go to criminals to try to catch a criminal.
No.
And on that note, we're going to take a break and we'll be back here in a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Peace.
Oh my.
Filthy animal.
It's my little comeback to the show music.
Oh Lord.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to
welcome
Poddy
back.
Animals. Hey, has anyone in here ever had an
Yes.
injury at work, car accident, filed some kind of claim, for injury?
Who do we got to call? I don't know.
At
Who you
work?
promoting?
I've been fucked up at work, but I've never had
wow.
a claim.
You never
I've
like
broken
like
fingers.
workers' comp, anything like that?
I've never done workers' comp.
Nothing, huh?
I don't know if
I haven't either. Reason why I ask. Nothing, huh, Rick?
I think I went for something small.
Money wise?
Was that
Or
the
was
piss test?
No.
He had a hangnail.
I think the guy I was, it was somebody at work. It actually was the son. It was Steve, Kevin.
Yeah.
That used to work. Well, Kevin went for his finger got smashed,
Oof.
and for just to stitch it up and all that, their workman's comp, $10,000 a month. It went up through the roof.
Nothing,
With-
nothing
with-
injury like accident,
Not
car
me.
accident?
No. I know when Annie got cut at Scott's, $10,000 a month. It went up because she got gashed at work. I guess I know people that have been messed up, but I don't think I've
It's
done it.
Been
You're not a
messed
good
up.
person to know.
Yeah, no, reason why I asked this is because this lady was filing she got in a car accident, had some back issues, spine issues. She was going for $820,000. Now, if you're going for that kind of money, are you out doing stupid
Nothing.
shit?
Wait. Is that how workman's comp works? You go for an amount? Or I
No,
thought you
she's
just-
suing. She's suing
She's suing.
the person she got into a car accident
I
with.
gotcha.
So she's going for $800,000. She's been out of work 5 years. She said she can't work, can't lift groceries, spine, back, all that's hurting. Last thing you want to be doing is entering a Christmas tree tossing contest, right?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
This dummy goes and is on the news tossing Christmas trees. This lady.
She did it with the news there.
Yeah,
That's
it's an annual
fucking funny.
contest, a Christmas tree tossing contest.
Maybe it was the Christmas spirit
That-
that just filled her up.
Honestly, if you're going for that kind of money, $820, I'm not doing anything. I'm
Don't
playing
do
my
it.
PlayStation. I'm
If
sitting
you're-
my ass on the couch.
So I
Yeah.
get my money. I mean,
I want
If
my
you're
$820,000.
if you're going for a lot of money, you better believe there's going to be private eyes watching you.
Well, I'm really hurt. If I'm going for that kind of money, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
For her to say those things, there's a lot of stuff wrong with you. So you went through a lot of hurdles to get all your stuff documented, and you don't have one of the ailments apparently, because that's
Right.
a big sum. You can't say my back
Yeah.
hurts.
No,
there's
your
a lot
back,
of-
spine,
how long
there's
was
a
she?
lot
How long was she
5
going
years.
after the money? How long was she in it already?
No, she was out of work for 5 years, so she's been fighting to get that for the
Now here's the thing.
I don't know when the Christmas tree contest, what
But
year it was in the fight.
I think that's where it's fucked up.
Maybe she
How
was the reigning champ.
Like, okay, so you're in it for what is it? $800,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long can you keep up the charade? You know what I'm saying? It's been 5 years. You've been just
Yeah.
like you said, sitting in your house playing video games. Eventually, you're gonna fuck up.
You're
Yeah.
out of- yeah.
5 years into it, you're
a
like,
long
dude, nobody's
time.
fucking with me.
Insurance
Nobody's
companies
asking
are sweating
questions.
you out, bro. Because
Yep.
a lot of lawsuits, people die, people move on, they settle for.
Would you
peanuts
risk
after
it though to
7
win $50 in a Christmas tree tossing?
But-
$50.
Wouldn't you
what
do
I'm
something
thinking-
else like
That
go on
is
vacation or
so-
something?
You got him.
I'm thinking 5 years
napping.
into
you
it.
got him. You caught him napping. bro.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
like nobody's interested in me. It's been 5
Yep.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a tree over the fence?
Yep. And then here, like, I don't know, like
She did win the contest though. And
Oh
the
my
female
God.
side, she won the contest.
Jesus.
$75.
But she lost the grand prize.
She lost, yeah.
dude.
They were following her, dude. Look, that's a big. That's enough for
It
someone
happened-
to follow you. 50 grand.
Yeah.
They're probably going to settle. It's not even worth getting any. But when you get
I'd
close
still
to $1 million,
follow.
I'm guaranteeing
It's true.
3 years into it, she was probably still walking with a limp, the fake limp. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Wrong
Doing her
leg
thing.
some days, you know.
5
yeah.
years into
Yeah.
it, she's like, look, like you said, nobody's looking at me. I'm gonna go
watching me.
toss a tree or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
It goes on. I
It's
believe it
not
happens all the
even-
time. To
It's not even
fakers.
worth the money, though. I mean, $75.
How long do you think you could keep up the charade for? Let's say it's that amount of money. Let's say it's
I just tell
800.
Denise, I'm like, babe,
if you're not,
listen, I can't work for 5 years, but I got this big lump coming. Can you handle pop up for 5 years?
But
I'm just gonna play PlayStation all day.
for 5 years,
I'll do it for 5. We did it for
You're not doing
14 as
anything-
kids.
Here's the thing. She should have just day to day, whatever she was doing, going places, whatever, she was still okay. It was the contest. What made you want to do this contest?
I'm gonna believe that, like we were saying, 5 years into it, she's like, nobody's watching me.
Yeah.
And this ain't the only thing she's done. This is just the only thing this
Yeah, but the
dumb
news
bitch did on the
covers this
news.
annually, right?
Right.
Go
Also,
on
it was a
vacation
laydown.
and
It was an
and-
easy snack.
Yeah, go on
They
vacation, do
probably didn't have
surfing or
anybody
something.
watching her. Some astute dude at home or something, or the name came
Yeah,
up.
the neighbor,
And then-
like,
and then
oh,
it-
Helen, she's fine. She's tossing Christmas trees, Larry.
I'm sure she's done other shit. She's probably been bowling. She's probably doing all this stuff. But like you said, it was the dumb bitch on the news. What? Like, don't film me doing
Yeah.
anything. And it's just too easy.
Well, all news is also you go on
Anywhere,
.com,
you just-
right? So her name is already on an algorithm, probably for the insurance company. They got skip tracers and all that.
Yeah.
They're looking, this
They
name
got
Helen
bots
Johnson
that run
popped up
names, yeah.
from Connecticut. You're like, what the hell is she
Christmas
doing?
tree tossing. Oh,
You know,
really?
oh, yeah.
She could barely pick up
The old
groceries last
Scottish
week.
pole toss following after the tree.
I mean, and it's funny because of all things, a tree.
yeah.
I mean, I
Again,
can see bowling maybe.
Not even bowling.
But-
I'm going on vacation. Like, are they really going to send someone on vacation with me to follow me around? Like,
I'm just wondering, where in the fuck do you go to have hillbillies throw Christmas trees? Where the fuck is this?
Where is this event?
it was Ireland.
Blimey. And of all days, St. Patty's Day, we're talking about it.
Didn't you guys just fucking throw Christmas trees around? Is that
What they do there, Rick? Were you there?
Is
around
anybody
that
else
time?
here Irish? You're the only red tongue gun
Me.
here.
I might be a little bit.
She's Irish. Her
Yeah.
head is Irish.
I think you guys are all fucking lying. Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, that's
I
a trick question.
I got record.
Okay, she's got record, but I don't eat corned beef.
I don't. Ew.
It's the other white meat.
I don't know.
Listen, and you know, because you're part Welsh too. Their food, I can't eat their food.
What the hell is Welsh?
Wales.
Wales from
Wales.
Wales.
Oh, I'm part dolphin, I think.
That kind of Wales, not without an H.
Oh.
Silent H.
Oh, it's a silent H. My fault. The silent
So we
killer.
should be
No,
too.
it's WALES.
Thanks for the clarification. Got some
ALS.
news for us, anyways?
I-
Besides my exciting story I just told about what Rick's doing over in Ireland. When
Come
he's-
on, gossip
my-
girl.
Oh my gosh. This
Don't know
is
what. She ain't even read the story yet. She's already, oh my gosh, it's got to be a doozy.
It's gonna be funny.
Dang her.
But I'll give you one guess where we're at. What state?
Ohio.
No,
Confusion.
Florida.
No, Eli would lose it if he was
He
here.
would be mad because all my good stories are from Florida. Everything happens in Florida.
It
They are
does.
special children down there.
I try to even Google news stories other than Florida, and Florida still comes up.
Florida's the number
happening.
one.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Do they throw Christmas trees down there, you think?
No, alligator tossing.
Probably alligator
Alligator.
tossing.
Did you see them guys that have that before you get started?
Yeah.
That crazy Olympics with like in Florida. I think it's Florida where they do like outrun the alligator and
Oh,
just
Jesus.
wrestle just stupid shit. The stupid Olympics. No,
No.
I don't know what other events they have, but they're stupid.
That is so.
It's a collaboration of stupid shit.
That's funny.
Go ahead.
I don't have any music.
You don't have any good news.
I
Let's
always
go.
I add the
All right.
music when I edit.
Anyway,
Come
so
on, 17
a Florida
weeks.
woman thought she was paying over $70,000 in a ransom payment to a drug cartel who kidnapped her husband. Turns out there was no kidnapping, and
was
her
her
husband was just allegedly extorting her so he could meet with another woman and keep up his drug habits.
Damn. That's a lot of money to extort.
a lot.
You could have
Like,
just
when
went
do
in her
you
purse and
stop?
grabbed the 20.
When do you stop, Rick? Like, 5,000 out. If he's not coming home, fuck it. I'm moving on. I got it, babe. I'm sorry.
As the woman, like when
If they ask for 5,000 max, it's all they're getting if they kidnap you. That's it. I'm moving on. I'm sorry.
This actually reminds me of a story I just heard. They're doing all the AI stuff now where they're
yeah.
Yep.
you could just put it in and it'll make it
Yeah.
whatever you want. So I hear now that their criminals are using taking my voice off of YouTube. They'll take yours off social media or
They
whatever.
can make your mouth move too. They can get a video.
So
of
they're
you.
taking your AI, they take your voice, your sound, and basically they use it to make a phone call. And what the phone call would be like, hey Theo, and it's my voice. Hey, I just got hemmed up on a DUI, dude. I just need to get out of here. Can you Venmo me like a couple, $300-400 bucks to get out? And you're hearing my voice, and it's AI generated.
Yeah.
I just
And
want to
you're-
know how they got your fucking number.
People are
Or my
Venmo-
number or your phone. to get my number.
They're just,
Sometimes it's through Facebook too.
through Facebook, all that stuff. How do you think, like now, if you go on Facebook, you have people copying my profile and messaging you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All you have to do is look
Well,
up
I'm going to
friends
end this
list.
real quick. I don't want a phone call from you unless you're here.
Well, I had it happen to me where
This
one of
AI
my
shit is getting dangerous.
yeah, one of my friends, and again, this is hacked on Facebook. But what gave it away is it looked very, like, I don't know, like it had a video of her and she was talking, but it wasn't her. It looked very crazy. Whatever, dude. Anyway, so so back to the story. His wife told detectives the two met in 2020, got married in 23. They had planned a large wedding for 24. She said,
That's a lot of numbers. It's like math right now. I don't even want to fucking do
Where's
this
Josh
story
at
anymore.
when we need him?
The fuck?
Can
She
we
said
call
he-
a friend?
Rain Man says 24, 23. They'll be married in June. June is 24.
I know, right?
She was an auctioneer.
Well, okay, so you figure they've been together 4 years. That's not a long time.
Yeah, I'm letting
really.
you go. It's only been 2.
Shut up. So she said that he had previously told her he had been involved in a drug cartel before they met, and that he had a $60,000 drug shipment intercepted, which he owed
He
money
had a
for.
plan laid out prior to the
Right.
4 years.
Right.
This guy put in more work than the chick
Right.
that's trying to make $800,000.
Yeah.
He like put in
For 4
5
years,
years
yeah.
of work, right? He
made
ain't
the
fucking
road
Yeah.
around.
Sure
He
did.
had gone missing on a couple occasions 2 or 3 months prior, and she paid money to her husband's Cash App account so he could be released. That right there,
Where's
like,
the red flag? Right there in front of you.
your ransom, the people who have you ransom, which is a drug
Are you
cartel,
using your own Cash
you're using
App?
your Cash App.
Send it.
And it says gift because you don't want to pay taxes.
Right, I don't wanna pay
You can't say
taxes.
ransom. You can't say ransom.
We got him.
Anyway,
This
so
God, he picked a fucking dummy too.
Yeah.
This guy's great. Like, he's
kinda like
fucking
that.
good.
Tinder swindler. Anyway, so he would return home about an hour later.
I was down the street.
They let me go after you send.
you
Where'd he
think-
find her at? I know there's Bumble. Where'd he find her at? Bimbo's?
Something.
Do you think he went full out, like put rope marks on him and stuff? Thank
That's
God,
a good
honey.
question.
I'm
That's a good
sore.
question.
Like they
Yeah,
had
I
me.
want-
Oh my
That
gosh.
hotel
Cut
room
himself?
sucked. They had fluffy pillows. You know how my back is. You know, I'm glad to be home.
Come home with bed bugs. Like, yeah, this proof right here.
I want to
got-
know what she did to where she just has 70,000 to just keep. Was it over? probably-
OnlyFans.
If this
Apparently, it
story,
was
if this,
SSI. This dumb.
hey, if
Something.
this story ends, they still plan on getting married at the end of 2024.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crap my pants.
So
She
she
forgives him.
They
she
planned on
received
it. They got no money.
she received a text message that said you have 10 minutes to send $600 to your husband's Cash App for him messing up my business. First off, $600
Wait, if you owe us 60 grand, 600, okay.
for messing up the
Down payment. It's a down
Oh
payment,
my
hon.
God.
I just need it. And order us some Chipotle.
Yeah.
Like
and
we
have
don't
it
want.
sent to.
He's probably got her account open. We don't want to take it all right away. Let's just nickel
Yeah.
and dime her for a little bit.
Wow.
So and then it continues to say, I'm sure he has said it was over many times, but this is his last payment. If it isn't sent, things happen. She received similar messages in October and December. One of them said 500 now, or Buenos noches.
Buenos
Oh my God!
Oh, shit.
Another one. Better send that 500 now, or he won't make it to the wedding.
Oh, damn.
Then the last one. I'm absolutely positive it is. But send me 600 now, or your husband's throat is peeled.
Damn.
What the heck?
Dude, I'm gonna try that with my wife. I'm like, send me $25, or I'm bending his finger real hard.
How
like,
far do you go, Rick? They take Kathy. Take your wife. They keep asking you
He's
for
got to
money.
think about it. Look,
We're talking
Like how
nickels
much
and
money
dimes.
you giving up?
I don't
Before
know.
you say fuck it.
I mean,
That's a tough one.
you couldn't be.
No, we need a number. I know my sister. I'm sure listening. She wants to know.
Well, if she's planning this thing, she knows what we got in the bank, so she's asking for exactly what we got, which is strange.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Give me 70,000.
All the
Wait,
way down to the
Give me
cents.
$13,124, and then another $28,000 out of savings, and don't fuck it up. And I know you got overdraft protection. Whatever you can get from that.
No, seriously, where does it end? Money-wise, do you keep going?
One time I could see.
I think. You got to get the
Like-
police involved. Just hope for the best. You got to
Yeah.
do one payment. Hopefully, squash it. But I don't know.
Do you finally say, like, stop leaving, stop getting kidnapped? If you just stay home, you won't get fucking kidnapped. How about that? How about we try that? I'm tired of spending money. Every time you get kidnapped, I got to send money.
Do you think she knows he's a crackhead? Like she just doesn't know he's a crackhead, and she's legitimately thinks
Kathy
he's
don't know
getting.
I am.
Yeah, see?
She has no clue.
I mean, I can see.
She does
why.
now.
My
Let
thing,
me do this real quick. Do you see yourself on camera? She knows now.
looks
I mean,
just
I'm
like
just
me.
saying. There you go.
my thing is, she's got to watch TV and know no one asks for $600.
But do they, like, people don't even know today's St. Patty's Day. People live in
Right.
bubbles.
God damn
They live in
Yes.
bubbles, bro.
I didn't know. I didn't. know.
600? No, but you're you're more anxious to send the 600 than
Yeah, that's
6 grand.
probably-
So you
like-
went from
But
70
to
grand.
his
You went from
Cash
70
App.
grand to 500 and 600s?
No,
Is that
no,
what you said?
the
The-
total,
No, the total.
all
70
said and
grand.
done was
she's
70.
been doing
my
it.
God.
So she's been nickel and diming this up to 70 grand.
Yeah.
To where she only had,
Oh, my
from what I
God.
read, like $3 or something left in her account.
My
At this
thing-
point,
And then he came home. What did I say? He knew what
no.
she
At this point, he's just coming home with handwritten notes. Like, hey, they said give this to you.
yeah. Why don't you just stay?
Because she can't pay for the internet to even get messages on her
crazy.
phone.
Remember, I used to get cigarettes as a kid. My mom said she wants 2 packs of Newports, or she wrote it on this note.
Yep, yep. My mom says it's okay if you just give us
My
the
ransom
cigarettes.
guy
You know,
said he
isn't that
wants.
funny that worked though back then?
It did.
They didn't give a fuck.
They didn't care. They were
They-
getting money.
Now-
That note could have just had an X on it. Like,
But
that's your mom's
here's the
signature.
thing.
now
No,
they know
now-
the cops are sending
No.
kids in to see if they sell it to
Now
them. Shut them down.
you have to look 35 not to get carded for cigarettes that you only got to be 18 to smoke.
Are you offended when they don't card you?
Who, me? Yeah. No.
Are you buying cigarettes?
No.
Okay, well then, there you go.
Well, by my house, it's 21 in Cleveland for cigarettes.
Is
in
it?
Parma, it's 18. Something like that. It's outside
That's
of
weird.
Cuyahoga County. It's 21.
Yeah.
14 for spray paint.
But if they don't,
Wrong
like
color.
when I go buy cigarettes for the wife, if they don't ID me, I get mad. Because you have, like you said, you have to look over a certain age and they
Yeah.
won't fuck with you. I'm like, do I look
Dude, you
fucking
got
old?
gray.
Yeah.
It's the gray.
It's a touch of gray. Okay, it's just a fucking
I got
touch.
silver highlights in my hair.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come
I'm
on.
thinking about getting them touched up.
My
Yeah,
daughter can do that
that's-
for you.
Yeah, get 'em
That's
touched up.
crazy.
Family discount. What else you got for us?
That was it.
What?
Oh, that was
The
it.
only
Huh?
story,
end of
yeah.
the
Nothing else
story?
going on in Florida. Nothing. Nobody got their leg chewed off by an alligator.
So me and Rick were talking earlier about airlines. Denise knows I hate to fly. Rick loves to fly. Rick jumped out when he was in the Air Force.
Love it.
I was reading a story. You guys think I'm fucking crazy when I talk about not wanting to fly. I was just reading a story. They're in the air, 2 pilots, pilot, co-pilot. The pilot's like, I'm going to take a nap. Do you mind?
Oh
He's
my
like, no,
God.
you take a nap. I'll wait for you.
Whose turn was it to fly?
The co-pilots. Pilot wakes up. He's like, yeah, you want to take a nap? He's like, no, I'm good. I'll finish out the flight. Pilot's like, all right, I'm going to go back to sleep. Pilot wakes up 45 minutes later, looks over. Guess who's sleeping?
Yeah.
The fucking co-pilot. They went off fucking
15 minutes.
off course for 15, 20 minutes.
Nothing
Playing.
goes off inside the cab when you fly
No,
off course.
there's people
like,
on the
boop,
radio
boop,
like,
boop.
hey, you're
Right.
off course. You're off. They didn't answer. Finally, he woke up. He told
These
him, it's like,
motherfuckers pulled a full Eli.
yeah. No, they told the radio, like, oh, something must have been wrong with the radio. We couldn't hear you guys or anything. So that's why we're kind of off course. We didn't hear the new coordinates. This is why I don't want to fly.
Oh,
You
my
guys think
God.
I'm fucking crazy.
You'll be fine.
That's
It's 15
one.
minutes.
No,
Nobody
that's
died.
not one, Rick. Get on YouTube. There's a guy that fucking went crazy, told the pilot to go to sleep, flew the plane into the fucking mountains because he was upset with his life at home. That's why I look and
he
see
was
if they're happy when
These
I
are
go.
isolated incidents.
On my flight.
Every incident's isolated.
I know.
to
It's
that
not going to
one
happen
plane.
again.
You need your pilot's license.
You're flying Boeing. You see all this shit going
And I'm
down.
going Alaskan
Wings
Airlines, too.
flying
That's
off.
Gonna be crazy too.
Planes with no doors. I'm tired of it. I don't
Where are
wanna
you going?
fly.
You going somewhere?
Alaska fishing trip. Lifetime.
Are you really?
Yeah, my buddy.
Good
How
luck.
long a flight is that?
Doesn't
I want to go
matter.
from here to Seattle there. So the one from Seattle, I think, to Anchorage is 4 hours.
Yeah,
And
it's
from
not
here
far.
to Seattle, it's
Like
whatever,
5.5.
Oh,
Make
so
sure-
you don't have a lot. You don't have a lot. Of,
It's not bad.
No. Just
Yeah.
have your
For a
carry-on be a parachute.
be there for a week, all inclusive. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be nice.
Oh man,
I
river
still-
fishing, everything.
I still can't understand why they don't do that. They just put parachutes in the back of every seat, and then when you strap your
Right.
seatbelt on, you just eject, poof, and we're
I
gone.
like some of them Cessnas that got the airplane parachute, where the whole airplane has one, and it disperses when they go to crash.
Yeah.
The whole fucking airplane's on fire. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but
The
the-
parachute gonna do?
Fire retardant.
Oh, I don't,
Problem
don't use
with
that
The
having-
word.
parachutes are not the plane.
the
The
ashes
plane-
will
The
land safely.
problem with having parachutes is that not everybody's going to know when to open their parachute.
You shouldn't
though.
have to know. It should be attached to the floor, and when they fucking eject the shit out the plane, it rips the ripcord for you.
There was a plane I seen that had the parachute that came out of the tail, but the plane came down nose first.
Yeah.
But it was on a parachute.
know what I don't
Did
wanna
you
be-
see the
First
video?
class
You know
First
what?
class
You know how I don't want to die?
That's when you're running to the back of the plane.
I don't want to die stuck in a tree in a burning airplane.
Yeah, yeah.
They're fucking hanging from a parachute.
You
on
got the parachute down. Now you're fucking.
Yeah.
Now you got to jump the 30 feet or
Fuck.
so, hang drop.
Oh,
From
you
the
land in a
propeller.
Sequoia, 400 feet high. You know,
I'm just stuck there in a fucking burning parachute plane. No thanks.
No, fuck
Could you
that.
eject me with my own personal chute, please?
She likes to fly.
If you
I
look
know.
for the bad stories, you'll find them.
Exactly.
and which is what I do. But every
That's
time
what he
before I
does.
fly, I Google everything.
That's why
He does do
plane
that.
crashes. I
every
look it up.
time. I hate it.
Your mom and somebody else does that too, that I know.
Yeah.
And I still get on.
They're like, look at this crash. I'm
yeah.
like,
Why?
how many good landings do you see? A lot of good landings.
I
I
see.
didn't
lot.
look up any good landings.
Yeah, no, I don't
more-
look at. I don't want to see the safe
They're
landing.
twice as more likely to get hit by lightning, man, or
Yeah.
win the lottery a few times back to back to back
Yeah.
than you are to get fucked up.
Especially if you don't get on. I'm very unlikely to get in a plane wreck.
Yeah, you're never gonna fly again. You don't think?
Probably not.
Really?
Missing
you miss
out.
Oh, wait. I
missing
love
out on
to
the
travel.
No, I would
shit.
fly anywhere I had. Like I don't have no fear
I
of
hate
it.
driving, dude.
I do
hate
too.
When I was
driving.
younger, it was cool.
Yeah.
But now the sights of the
Listen,
sights.
I don't even want to drive to Columbus. That's how bad I don't want to drive.
I fear getting on the plane, getting claustrophobic, and having to bail out. That's not my only.
What are you just gonna fucking?
Speaking
No,
of,
not just like. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get off.
But
this
what if
plane.
it's on the fuck in the air?
I don't
You
think I
just-
would. I don't.
You cause a scene.
If I can make it to where the plane takes off,
You're good?
Then I'm good. I'll be good because I don't have a choice.
They got to knock you out like Mr. T and the fucking A team
But
and
if
shit
I,
every
if,
time.
I think if I have a choice, I don't know if I would. I don't know. I don't know if I could stay on there the whole time. Like if we have to wait while people get on, like can I just get on last, shut the door, and we take the fuck off? Like we could do that.
You're not even to your seat
But-
yet, and they're
right.
going
No,
on
I'm
a runway.
fine with that. Like just I'll floor me to the ground.
Like
I
what
don't give a
bugs
shit.
you about it? Just being in the enclosed area, or
yeah.
Claustrophobic. That's it.
see, I want to see where the fuck we're going. I want to be up front
Look
with the
out the
pilots.
window.
No, I want to be up front.
I'll
sit on someone's lap. I don't give a shit.
The first time I flew, the fear of just being my first time and not understanding the airport stuff and almost not being able to get on with the rest of the people that I was traveling with.
yeah.
Overweight. Like by the time I got onto the plane, my
Level
fear of being
Yep.
in the plane was like so low. You know what I mean? I was able to get on. I sat there. We even had a delay, and I was able to sit through there. So I was fine with that. But now that I know flying is safe, I don't think I'd be able to get back in the plane being so nervous about being in that little small plane.
First time I ever flown. So I was supposed to go to California, and I had never flown before. So one of my friends who flies, they took me up in their plane, like a little.
See, I'm not doing it. Just
Cessna
got to help
thing.
spin the
And
propeller.
we flew from Cincinnati out to Cleveland and then back so that I would be okay with flying on a big plane. They're like, if you can handle this, you can handle flying in a regular plane. And sure enough, I was fine.
Rick had the ride of all rides
Yeah.
when he was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
He told
That's
me about
crazy.
it.
Got to ride in an F-15 Eagle, man, over the Mediterranean Ocean.
I'd
Yeah,
have
it was
blacked
beautiful,
out. I'd
man.
been,
Oh yeah, going 0
Oh,
to
my
10,000 feet in 12 seconds.
jeez, no.
And
I'd-
we were on a NATO island, Duchy-Mamano, which is an island off the coast of Italy, which is part of Italy. But he's like, when we could take off, you look behind us. you'll see this island just disappear. And as soon as we took off, I looked back, man, the G-forces got me. We're
His eyes twitching and shit.
That thing just went to nothing, man, just like a fingernail in the ocean. And then he leveled off, and it was so smooth because as we're traveling faster than the speed of sound, there is no sound. It's just the whistling of from the air going into your mask, because all your sound's left way behind you. You're just humming along. It was
when you finally land, does all your sound come back? You hear a whole lot of shit. All of a sudden, we're like, oh,
catch
fuck.
Back up.
Fuck.
We went down.
Great.
We dove down and hugged. We were about 600 feet over the ocean, and he's like, "Watch this." And then he took his dive, and as we're going down, I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm only a 19-year-old kid. I'm like, "Oh wow, that's coming close," and. We were buzzing those giant shipping container boats. And then he just gave it all that gas. He goes, they won't be able to hear for a week because we boom. It's like the movie. You see the ocean rip it up behind you. He said, if you could see it, you would see that. And they felt all that. And he said, it will rock these boats almost on a 45-degree angle.
Oh, my God.
But they don't know who we are.
Right.
NATO base, because you got Canada there. You've got a bunch of allies.
Wow.
Germany's on these bases are all flying. But they wouldn't know an F-15. They just would say airplane, But
Airplane did it.
But then I got to take the control, and it's every bit as reactive as a Porsche or any other sports car. If I nudged it like that, that giant plane went over like that, and then I just banked it hard left, and we just fell out of the sky. All he asked me was, don't touch the throttle. You could do all that with the pedals and the stick, and, man, it was the best.
Did you get to jump out of planes?
I jumped out of one. Yeah, we did some practicing.
How high was that?
No, it landed. It was landed. The F-15.
Oh, that was
just
I don't know how many thousands of feet though. That's a good question. All I know is we jumped out of that and about broke my legs.
So when you go parachuting now, you have to go with somebody on your back. You have to go hundreds of times before you can do. What did you do?
They pulled it. They just pulled it. You go out. And
you're by yourself.
Yeah, like you ever see them hook up and then they jump.
Well, I didn't know if even during because I guarantee you've never done it before that, right?
No.
So your first time out, they just kicked you out the plane.
You did a lot of practicing on the ground. You lay in your belly. You do all these different things you want to rotate. And if you're in a spin, they tell you how to flatten out and stuff like that.
It probably ain't nothing compared to when you're really up there.
No, because that parachute comes up right away, and it's the smoothest damn thing because you glide down. It's like, oh, this is not bad.
So what happened with your leg?
It hurt, man.
You
when
just
you hit
landed.
The ground, you don't know. I don't know exactly what to do. Bend this. Don't do that. Arch your back. All this.
Be
crap.
running.
All I know is I just want to get to the son of a bitch and get out of here. Because,
my God.
You afraid of heights? Was you like?
No, never have been. Never.
I felt like you, Scoot, the other day. I went to my physical therapy, and I got the wrong building. And I went to the building that was behind where I was supposed to go. And I'm in the parking lot, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is so jankety. Like, it was boarded up. It had like.
You were definitely at the wrong building.
So I'm like, I don't know. So I went inside. I went inside, and I'm like,
bought my crack and left.
I know, right? No, I went on the elevator.
Her elbow's fine though.
Fuck that.
And this music started.
This elevator, I was like,
the fucking building's condemned, and you got in the elevator.
Why would you do that?
I felt so scared.
I thought you had good health coverage.
Because then it got worse. Because I was like, maybe I should take the stairs.
No,
that looked worse. So I was like, I'll just take my chances and get back on the elevator. Yeah. So I called the office.
You're either stepping over the homeless, or you're going to take the elevator. I mean,
well, it was so bad. There was an eviction, and I'll have to show you at break. There was an eviction letter on one of the office.
On the elevator.
They evicted.
On one of the office.
We went to this thing for my daughter where you could see the baby and all that stuff. And it's above this fucking CVS. So you have to go in like behind a CVS. No, that's like, so they're like.
You went to somebody's house.
They wait till I get there and they're like, oh yeah, we just get in this elevator behind the CVS and go. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, right? So I'm already anxiety's through the fucking roof.
Wait, so you went in the elevator?
No, listen. Well, my anxiety's through the roof. The whole 3 minutes of the car ride left. You know what I mean? Because that's about when they told me. And finally, we're walking through this fucking CVS, and I'm like, no, this is real. This is like in the back of a CVS. It's above a CVS. We get there. There's this like just elevator just built into 4 brick walls, and you're like, what the fuck? So I'm looking. The fucking door's locked. You can't even get in.
Oh my gosh.
So we're trying to open the CVS back doors to get out CVS into the fucking room. I'm freaking out. Finally, I'm like, oh shit, I see some steps, right? So I'm like, I'm hitting the steps. It's two flights up or whatever. I'm hitting the steps. So everybody went with me up the steps. We get to the top of the steps, look
Locked
right,
door.
and it says, elevator closed, do not enter, broken. They forgot to put the one downstairs. You could still get in downstairs.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm like, you motherfuckers were trying to get me to get in that elevator.
Holy shit.
We would have got in and got stuck.
Wow.
So we get it all done with it, come downstairs, and of course, my daughter's husband's like, I got to try this thing. It opens and lets you in. I don't know where it would have went
You
or
could
what
get
would have
some
happened.
money
He
because
didn't
they
pick
should
it
have
up?
had that sign.
No,
down there.
because even my wife was like, "Do not get in that elevator." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna see if it'll go upstairs." And they pulled him out of it. He's a nutbag. He'd have tried it, but I'm pretty sure. Like I'm like,
He would have got paid.
You got
$800,000.
Yeah.
800.
There's no
25
sign. You
years
gotta have
later.
a sign at the bottom one too.
There was no sign at the bottom
No
one.
sign.
Just
Crazy.
right when we come up the steps and come out the fucking steps door, you look to the.
Did you
at that-
tell them like there's no sign downstairs?
Nah, why? You tried to get me, I'm gonna get you. No, I,
Jesus.
I did.
Maybe you should have moved the one from upstairs so the workers would have got in that bitch.
Dude, I was like, you
Joke's
guys tried
on
to
you.
get me to get in here. That's fucking.
That's crazy.
That'd have been fucked. Oh, dude, if I get stuck in an elevator, it's game over. I think I'm just gonna wet myself.
I think out of anything, the only time I ever get anxiety are elevators because I don't know who's maintaining the son of a bitch. I'm the guy checking their certificate.
Yep.
I go to front desk. This bitch is outdated. You know, I don't know what's going on. And then you'll hear when it's got to bounce when it gets up there. I'm like, oh, these tensioners are going. I've already diagnosed all the issues with the son
Oh
of a
my
bitch.
god.
I don't worry about falling.
Oh.
I worry about like it getting stuck in between floors, right? And you make the call like, hey, the elevator's stuck. And some guy goes, well, where are you? Oh, fuck. What do you mean, where am I? I'm in that fucking elevator. Like, and then you have to rely on Gomer Pyle to come with his fucking tool belt and fix the fucking thing and get you out of there.
I heard a lot of times when you call that, it's a central office
Yeah.
somewhere else. They got to call
In
a technician.
India.
And what are they going to do? They're called a fire department. Like, yeah, we got
Listen,
some
if I
people
get
stuck.
stuck, I'm just calling 911. I'm
The
stuck
fire
in an
department's like,
elevator
great, we
at
all
this
have to get
building.
dressed, get in a fucking truck, slide down the goddamn pole and shit, shoot a calendar real quick, and then we go all the way there to get these retards out of a fucking elevator?
When I've seen those videos of these guys, they get on the elevator, they get off to grab something, and it goes straight down, and people inside are all killed. You know,
I've
or it
never
just misses his back. Yeah, a lot of these warehouses, they'll put pallets in there, and right when he comes back out to do something, the weight of that pallet or whatever shoots the elevator to the bottom, and then you see it explode, like the whole shaft. The dust and debris comes back right back up. They're all dead. Like 5-6 people that went
That's
inside, they're all dead.
crazy.
I did
and you say
see-
I'm crazy for watching plane crash.
Oh,
this
my
guy's watching
But
elevator
you're
crashes.
depending on someone else to. The elevators are old.
Dude,
I just don't
I
like
seen
them,
where
man.
the
I don't
lady
know.
got in the
I'll get
elevator and didn't get in with her dog,
Yeah.
and the elevator starts moving, and the dog
Oh,
is like
yeah.
hanging up there choking, and some guy, like, oh my goodness.
Didn't they have to
Elevators-
like cut the? Or
I think he just
It
kind of
break-
ripped the dog
ripped it
clean
all,
out of the harness thing. But thank God somebody was there.
What if you had a really good collar? Scott buys good ones.
Yeah, I do.
That
My
dog would have
dog's
been
doomed.
mush. Would
Yeah,
have
you're-
pulled through that crack.
You know,
like
that,
a credit card.
that happened tomorrow when she was like 7. She was at her dad's.
You had her on a leash?
Had her on a leash. Yeah.
Jeez.
She had a purse on, and the garage was lifting up, and her purse strap got caught, and she said she was scared at first, but then she calmly like got
Let
it
go of the
together and somehow wiggled
thank
out of the purse. And I'm thinking, where was your dad?
He was
He was
pushing
getting
the
in the
button.
car.
Why
right.
didn't you?
He's closing
and
the
I'm asking
garage.
her. I was asking her like, why didn't you scream for help?
Shock. You just,
Yeah, you don't.
You almost don't scream. You just
That's
like
crazy.
You're
You're trying to diagose what's going on.
yeah.
And at the same
How can
time,
we get out of
It
this?
does happen a lot faster in your mind than it's
Yeah.
happening in
Yeah.
reality. Like I noticed that.
Try not to panic.
I'm not getting in any elevators. It's not happening.
Yeah.
What's strange about panic though for me, man, is I freak like the grandkids around the house or anybody. Somebody gets hurt, man. Like I'm more angry that they fell because they shouldn't have been running, whatever. But when there's a real freaking crisis, I'm the calmest dude ever. I look at myself from outside of myself. Like when Kathy almost drowned in Lake Erie due to my negligence driving on the ski-doo there, where she felt me, her, and Taylor doing 800.
Hold on, let me zoom in on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick. Tell that.
And we're crew, man. All right, first off, I talked Kathy into going on these jet skis. Tyler's on shore with, what's his name? That kid.
Nick?
That football guy, that real young kid we had years ago. Brown-haired guy.
Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn's there. Ty's all gobsmacked. He's on the shore with them. She's like, I'll get the next one, Uncle. So I finally talked Taylor and Kathy into getting on this jet ski. These sea snakes are all in the walls.
Nope.
Right? And they've got their heads out and they got these corny. I'm like, they're fine. They're
No.
over there. They're going to
No.
be fine.
What the?
Finally
No.
get her out there. This is Lake Erie. We get on the jet ski and it rolls right over.
No.
All right, we're only in knee-high water. Kathy shoots up, snakes! I'm like, they don't realize that you and us have fallen in. She's like, oh, no, they know. So she just see them all dip in, like they're all going to come for the bite,
my God.
So believe it or not, I talked her out of that. I'm like, we're good, babe. We're good. We're solid. We'll get on this bitch. And once we get it going, it's like bicycle. You get enough momentum, you'll stay up. She's like, all right. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All I know is wah. So now I'm going, but I really don't know how to drive this thing. I should have been on it a little bit by myself. Plus, I've got 2 other people, so the weight's off. Probably they're trying to look, so we're all wobbling. And I hit this hard left, and when me and Taylor flew off that thing, 40 feet. I was gone. I could just see me leaving the thing like this. Gone.
Was that your spirit, or was that actually you?
That was me. Chipped my teeth. I hit the water so hard. But when I came up, Kathy is panicking because now her life vest is coming up, choking her. Taylor's floating away, so I grabbed Taylor, pull her back over.
Oh my God!
The jet ski is running around in circles.
Oh my God!
But I'm like, how are we going to get back? We should have done this little emergency plan how to get on them because there's a step underneath of it to get back on. That shit don't work.
Oh my God!
It don't work. It just don't work. And I wasn't even panicking, but Kathy was drowning. Brazil circled around. Bink was coming back, but I'm telling her to be calm. We'll get this. I'm scared shitless. I am absolutely.
Oh my God.
We're about to die. We're drowning. And I just held her up, but it was just crazy.
I'm going to play you a little Baywatch music.
Oh, how crazy it was. The second time I almost died was in Puerto Rico. Thinking I'm Johnny Gigolo. I'm out in the Mediterranean. It's January. Rick's doing the 82 degrees swim. No Puerto Ricans in the water. Anybody that was in the water was from Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Oh
where are you from? Chicago. All this shit. Not one Puerto Rican. They're like, it's wintertime. We stand on the shore. Oh, no, like this. So I'm just swimming along. I got my big snorkel on there with the full face. I'm like, dude, I planned for this shit, man. But a little did I know, every time I paddled the water, I was covering 20 feet. I'm like, I am zooming. I could see the seaweed going. Water's crystal clear. I look back, man. Everybody on the shore, man, is this fucking big. I'm almost 2 miles out. Almost 2 miles. And
Not
the
me.
current's taking me out further.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Rick, once again, stay calm. Kathy's like, what videos do you watch? Man, shit like this. I am ready for this moment, man. Because I heard Phelps say that no matter how strong of a swimmer you are, you will lose against current. You could be, you could have engines on your hands. You are going to lose.
And if Phelps says it, I'm with him.
He was probably high when he said it, but he said it.
Yeah.
I mean, he said
it opens your mind.
That's wild.
I swam parallel to that beach, man. And I mind you, by the time I got close enough, I had already pissed my shorts because they
Not
weren't
that
pants.
anyone would know.
No, I just added more sodium to my sodium environment. But I'll tell you what, I'm so petty that I found a conch shell before I started to drown. And damned if I didn't bring that conch shell back. So I'm like, it'll give me power. I'm like, what are you carrying?
My God.
There's water going in. I'm suffocating. The GoPro's all fucking on top of it. It's all fucked up. But I swam parallel forever. And then by the time I got back, I was about 600 yards away from the group. And brought everything to shore, and nobody had they're all waving, when I was taking they really just thought I was having a good time, and I was dying.
So the moral of the story is don't go on vacation with Rick.
Right.
The other
Don't
thing
go
is,
swimming with Rick.
you
Don't go in
watch
the water.
those flags.
Sea-Doo.
They have, Annie's got them where she's at. My buddy
Yeah,
in
on the
Florida.
beach.
Those motherfuckers aren't just like OSHA things on the wall.
So
they
you go
mean
with
something.
Do you go with the way they're blowing?
You got to know what they'll tell you
Yeah.
what currents there, what undertows, or what riptides, and
That's crazy.
Lake Erie is one of the most deadliest places in the world for the undertow. Those Mediterranean waters got all that. They will kill you. You need to watch the flags. They're there for a reason. I thought they were just like, we got flags. It's optional. Pay attention.
Like, screw, I'm not paying attention to
But I'll
it.
tell you what, I
conquer
wasn't
it.
coming in as quick as I was going out. I didn't realize that current wasn't helping me. It was killing me. But I
Scary.
was calm.
Scary
Calm.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
calm.
crazy.
Let's take another break. We'll come back, get into our topic. Hopefully Rick sticks around, and
Cool.
we'll see. Stay
All right.
tuned.
We're going
Stay
live.
Stay calm.